Welcome to Kharis tutorials. I'm Simeon. I'm going to show you my maxi dress in this tutorial, and I'll be using 3 yards of Ankara fabric. It doesn't mean you have to limit your style to just Ankara fabric alone, and the measurements we'll be needing are the under bust measurement, half length, and the full length of the dress. We'll be needing the shoulder measurement, the bust circumference, and the under bust circumference measurement. Don't forget we upload the cutting and sewing of our tutorial separately, so if you're watching the cutting, there is need to watch the sewing tutorial, and if you're watching the sewing, there's also need for you to watch the cutting tutorial. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, click the bell as well to get notified each time we upload a new video. Also, don't forget to watch Celebrity Hellah on Naija Int TV, and I promise you're going to enjoy it. Click the subscribe button and click the bell in order to get notified. So let's move to the cutting table. Welcome. First, I'll be starting with the half length of the dress, and this is the front. Now, the half length measurement is 15 inches, and here I have -5 inches because it's more like a tube, or better still an off-shoulder dress. So this is -5. 15 inches is the length. I added 1 inch to make it 16. I'm sure you can see the chalk. This is my length, 16 inches. To fold your fabric, you have to fold using the bust circumference measurement. So bust plus 8 divided by 4 is still the same thing as the bust measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches. So the bust measurement 34 plus 8 divided by 4 is 10.5 inches. Now, there's need for us to add 2 extra inches because the front is padded. So to 10.5 plus 2 now will give us 12.5 inches. Also, I added extra 2.5 inches, which is going to serve as the button and the button holes at the front. So this is the first 2.5 inches. Now, altogether, I have 15 inches folded. Let me just take that again. We have the bust circumference measurement plus 8 inches divided by 4 to fold our fabric normally. Then I added extra 2 inches because it's a padded dress, to make it 12.5 inches. Now another extra 2.5 inches to serve as the button and the button hole. So altogether I have 15 inches to fold. So this is my 15 inches folded. So the extra 2.5 inches I added for the button and the button holes, I need to first hide it. This is the 2.5 inches, so I'll just hide it first. Or better still, let's use a pin to hold it down. At that point, alright, having done that, remember we added extra 2 inches because it's a padded dress, so we need to also hide the 2 inches as well. So this is the 2 inches. That's 2 inches now. Alright, so it means from here now I have my normal 10.5 inches folded. So let's move on with our normal measurements. We have the shoulder measurement divided by 2. Shoulder is 14 divided by 2 is 7 inches. That's the shoulder measurement. Then -1.5 inches because it's an off shoulder, more like an off shoulder dress. So -1.5 inches. Still on our normal 5 inches. You can still bring this down to 6 inches if you want it to come down as low as 6 inches, and if you don't want it to come down that much, you can make it -4 inches. That's the length. Now I have my 8.5 inches for the armhole, and I have my under bust measurement, which is 12 inches, and this is our full length. So the bust circumference measurement plus 8 divided by 4, which is 10.5. Ouch. and this is my under bust length. So below it, I'll take the under bust circumference measurement plus 8 divided by 4, and that is 8.5 inches. So we are going to connect to get the armhole to the bust, and from the bust to the under bust circumference measurements. So we are going to cut. So we have the front still folded. I need to place this to cut the back. And remember, the back we don't need a zipper allowance in this because the front is going to open. So I'll just fold my fabric and place it the way it is. To cut the back, all I just need to do is fold my fabric just the way the front is still folded, and I'll cut out exactly what I have. Now, what we have here, it means if you're going to turn your fabric with lining, you're good to go. And if you don't want to use the lining to turn, all you just need to do is your normal circumference measurement plus 4 divided by 4. But to turn with lining, then you have your normal circumference measurement plus 8 divided by 4. Okay, so we need to move on from here. First, let's work on the back. We have the depth of the neck. This is 5 inches. You can still bring it down. That's the depth now to your desired measurements. You're good with 6, 7, depending on what you want. So I want to make mine 6.5 inches. Now this is my 6.5 inches. I will not take it up. I'll just bring it straight and then connect it with my armhole. Just straight and connect with my armhole, and it is straight. You can as well have a shape like a V or a U. You can have a U shape if you want. Just go ahead with any. Okay, let me do a U shape. This is my 6.5, so I'm bringing it back to 7 inches now, and I want a U shape. So I'll just curve it. I'll take it up and then I'll connect. So let's see. Good. So that's the back. Let me show us so we can see properly. That is it. So you can leave it straight. You can bring it as curved as this. You can just go ahead to bring out your design based on your desired shape. Okay, so we come back to the front. First, I'm going to unfold, and then the 3 inches, the 2.5 inches extra, there's need for us to hide it first. Then to fold the padded part, we need to use the nipple to nipple measurement to do that. And to do that, the nipple to nipple measurement, you can always take your measurement, is 7 inches. And to get 7 inches, that means I'll be folding 3.5. Kindly ignore this. This is the 2.5 we folded. We'll still come back to that. So 3.5 inches will give us a normal 7 inches. Then there's need to add half an inch. Now I'm folding 4 inches. Okay, let me just take this inside so we don't get confused. Good. So these are normal. This is my 4 inches. The nipple to nipple measurement, like I said, is 7, and to fold we need 3.5 inches plus half an inch. So now this is our under bust measurements, and from the under bust you can always measure to get your nipple points. For me, it is 3 inches from the under bust measurements. The nipple point is 3 inches. So I'm going to measure from the folded part, that's the base. I'll take 3.5 inches. That means I'm taking away half an inch. 3.5 inches all the way to the under bust measurements. And on the neck, I'll take 3 inches. This is my 3 inches. So to connect this, from my 3 inches, I'll come to the nipple point, and from the under bust measurement, which is the 3.5, I'll also come to the nipple point. So it's going to be a curved shape, just like this. All right, so let's cut it so we can have a better understanding of what we are doing. All right, so let's open to see. Remember, we still have our 2.5 inches folded. So this is what we have after cutting. Then I can always bring out my neck design. Okay, so back to how it was still folded. We still have our 2.5 inches. Don't forget, just leave it the way it is. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring out the depth, and that's the neck design. Remember, we have a -5, and the depth that I want is 6.5. You can always go with 6. If you're fine with your 5, you just leave it. So this is my 6.5 as the depth, and I'm taking a sweetheart neck. You always know I love sweetheart neck, so I'm taking a sweetheart neck. So on the other end, I will go with 6. Now I have 6.5 and I have 6. You can still bring it down as 7 inches and 6, or 7.5 and 6, or 6.5. Just go ahead and bring out your desired measurement. I have a needle here, so I'll just bring it down. Okay, while it's still folded. Now I'm going to connect. I'm going with a sweetheart neck. All right, so from here now I'll bring it so that I can connect this shape, because on the other hand it must align. So from there I'll connect with my armhole, just like this. Good. So as you can see, this is what we have. So now the extra 2.5 inches that we added, I'll then cut into 2. That's the front. So that's from the 2.5 inches, I'm only going to fold in 1.5 inches, which is going to serve as my button and my button holes. 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Okay, so that this is what I'll have. It's in form of a shirt. So all right, this is what I'll have at the end. So I can always fold this into 2 so I can have a better shape of my sweetheart neck. So let's unfold and see. Good. Have you seen? This is how it's going to come out. I'm sure you don't want to miss the sewing of this tutorial, because we upload the cutting and sewing tutorial separately. So if you're watching this cutting, you also need to watch how to sew. Anytime you watch how to cut, kindly watch how to sew. And anytime you watch how to sew, kindly watch how to cut. Alright, so this is what we have, which is the half length of the front. The next thing to do is to move to the base, which is gathers. The base is gathers. So here I have 2 yards of fabric together. This is 2 yards, which is 36 and 36 inches. This is my 2 yards of fabric. You can make yours 3 yards. You can make it 4 yards, depending on how full you want your gathers to go. And the length that we need, the full length of my dress is 56 inches. And we already brought out 15 inches for the half length. So the length I have here now is 41, so I'm just going to cut out the excess. The length is 41 inches. Okay, so I have 43. I'll just leave it so that will serve as my folding allowance. So this is what I'll be gathering to the base of my dress. So we move to the sleeve. The sleeve is just a strip of fabric to form a band, and to do that, all I'll do is fold my fabric into two, and the length, since we subtracted 5 inches from our normal fabric, so that means I'll be returning the 5 inches to complete the length, plus my seam allowance. I'll make it 6 inches, so I have to fold it into two, which will serve as the front and the back. So this is 6 inches, and the width, I want 2.5 inches as the width, so I'll just measure 3 inches. So I've added my allowance to this. In case you want it straight, yes, fine, you can go ahead and make it straight just like this. And if you want to create a kind of design with it, you can still go ahead to do that, like you making this a very like something like this. You can as well go ahead with that, and you can leave it straight depending on what you want. So this is just for one part of the sleeve, then I'll fold another one to form the other band. So the rest will be done in our sewing tutorial. So this is all that we have. Like I said, the rest will be done in our sewing tutorial, and I'm sure you don't want to miss out of our wonderful movie Celebrity Tailor. Remember to like, share and comment below. The link is on the description. Naija in TV. I promise you're going to love it because it's fun filled. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Africa TV. Follow me on Facebook and on Instagram at Kharis Kreations. You know I love you always. Take care.